free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine!
He was one of them, yeah.
Okay, we're almost ready.
It says no memory.
This one? Do you have the leash? Okay.
Sorry. I'm grateful to be a student at this time. Over the last couple of weeks, a major base of 5 college students and activists, people who profess Israeli allegiance and people who side with the Palestinian cause, have become deeply involved in objecting to the Israeli invasion and siege of Gaza. No journalists are allowed into Gaza, so we receive very little qualitative information about the situation. But every day we follow the death toll. The death toll we witness is climbing, reaching 1,000 on the Palestinian side. And yet there is little photojournalism to document what death looks like, plastered along the grounds of Gaza, to the eyes of the hundreds of thousands that are not allowed to leave. The Israeli military, backed by the Israeli Supreme Court, forbids photographers and journalists from entering the besieged Gaza, claiming it is for the sake of the protection of Western journalists. What this means is the usual. We can battle about the existence of Israel as if it's some kind of game, paying little attention to the people directly affected by the way this government asserts its power. But last week, in the interest of invoking the real horrors of this war, a Norwegian newspaper, Aftenbladet, by the consent of Culture and Entertainment editor-in-chief and writer of the article, Sven Egil Omdal, chose to display a picture that provoked criticism from Norwegian psychologists and TV news broadcaster. The picture... The picture I have right here. It is of... Yeah, thank you. It's of a girl found in the midst of the debris of a bombed and fallen house, her entire body except for her head buried beneath the dust. She looks as if she is suffocated. Military planes had strategically targeted and bombed this house of 7 stories where a Hamas member lived with the girl and 12 other people. In his interview on television, immediately after the article was published, Sven Egil Omdal pointed out that people live with this every single day. This, in the words of Sven Egil Omdal, is the true face of the war. People in these regions of disruption see running imagery along the TV screen on the channel Al Jazeera of dead people in hospitals. But worst of all, they watch this war every day. They watch people around them being killed like this, like this with dust being wiped away to hide the choking voices of truth. Of the 1.5 million people living in Gaza, 80% are youth and children, and an estimated half of those killed are in that group. This is the true face of the war, and people of the West, the Faculty for Israeli-Palestinian Peace in the USA, a network of Palestinian, Israeli, and international representatives that is affiliated with student networks on various American campuses, has convened meetings and compiled the statement to be issued to the Obama administration. It goes by the title, Let Gaza Live, and strongly opposing the Israeli assertion of force that started December 27th, it reads, We, concerned people of Western Massachusetts, oppose the Israeli assault on the people of Gaza. Almost 800 Palestinians and 14 Israelis have died between December 27th, 2008 and January 8th, 2009. From December 31st, the U.S. government has blocked a UN resolution to end the war. On January 9th, the UN passed a feeble resolution with the U.S. government abstaining. Israel has ignored the UN's call for the ceasefire, Resolution 1860. Our government provides Israel with over $3 billion per year in military assistance. U.S. F-16s and Apache helicopters currently unleash destruction on the 1.5 million Palestinians who live in Gaza, intensifying their suffering and bringing neither Israelis nor Palestinians closer to peace. Bombings and the siege of Gaza have not improved the security of the Israeli population. The assault on Gaza will not bring peace. It will incubate more anger, more pain. This is not the way to defend either the Israeli or the Palestinian people. To create the conditions for a durable peace, we urge our congressional delegation to do the following. 1. Demand that the U.S. government vote in the UN Security Council for an immediate ceasefire. 2. Demand that the U.S. government put pressure on the Israeli government to end the siege of Gaza. 3. Demand that the U.S. government encourage face-to-face negotiations between the governments of Israel and Palestine, including the elected representatives from Hamas. 4. Demand that the Obama administration initiate direct diplomatic interventions to promote a just peace consistent with international law and UN resolutions.
And we should see ourselves as part of a movement here and internationally. There were 50,000 people in Cairo yesterday, 100,000 Palestinians in Israel protesting, 75,000 in London, however many hundreds of thousands in Washington, D.C., and the nerve center of world imperialism protesting this, and see ourselves as a part of that movement internationally that's going to bring justice for Palestine by a defeat of the Israeli occupation. Thank you.